So many varieties of toothbrushes are available when you go to shop for your kids' toothbrush, and you might be getting confused of what to select and how to select the toothbrush for your kids. So today I'll be discussing some things that you're supposed to see while selecting the toothbrush for your child. Now, the first thing that you're supposed to see is that the toothbrush should be attractive enough. An attractive toothbrush will attract the child and will make him or her more likely to start brushing and inculcate that brushing habit in his or her daily life. Because as you can see on the screen, this yellow toothbrush with all those figures on it is way more attractive than the boring red toothbrush, and the child is not likely to start brushing with a boring thing to start with. So, the first thing that you're supposed to see is that the toothbrush should be as attractive as possible so that the child is self motivated for brushing. Now, after an attractive toothbrush, the second thing that is required is the toothbrush should have a wide and a broad handle. This will help in providing better grip while holding the toothbrush and eventually help while brushing also. Okay, now with a broad handle, the head should also be small. So the toothbrush should have a small head. Now, why is a small head required? A small head will help in better accessibility of the toothbrush in mouth. The toothbrush will have a better reach in mouth. That means it will help in reaching those far away molars or your upper back placed molars. They'll be more reachable because the head is small and can accommodate in small narrow spaces of your mouth also, because as it is, the mouth of your child is small. Now another thing is the bristles should be soft. Why are soft bristles required? Because the soft tissue, your gums and everything are very soft in your child's mouth, so you should have a soft bristle so that it doesn't cause any damage to them. And also it reduces wear, or in medical terms we call it as abrasion. That means the hard surface of the tooth will not wear off when you rub your toothbrush on the tooth surface. But again, I like to mention that avoid buying very soft bristled toothbrush, because that will again increase the abrasion, because the child will not feel as though he or she is brushing and will tend to brush really hard. So that will not serve the purpose, instead cause more damage. So always buy soft bristle toothbrush. Okay, now another thing with the bristle is that wavy bristles are not required when you're buying your child's toothbrush. You must have heard in advertisements that the bristles are wavy for better reach and better cleansing action. Actually, the primary teeth or the milk teeth of your child, they have got relatively flat surface as compared to the permanent teeth. Because of that flat surface, that wavy character of the bristle is not really required in your child's mouth, so you can avoid buying such toothbrushes. Also, you should avoid using automatic or battery operated toothbrushes, because when your child, right from the time he or she has started to brush, does not develop that dexterity, does not develop that skill of how to brush, will never then learn how to brush. And this idea of battery operated toothbrush was to help those physically challenged children or people who cannot brush on their own, to help them in brushing. So I highly recommend to avoid automatic toothbrushes in normal children without any kind of physical challenge, because that reduces the skill, that reduces the dexterity of the child to learn how to make those brushing strokes while brushing. Okay, another very commonly asked question by parents is that, ma'am, how am I supposed to do brushing in my child? That means, what kind of brushing technique am I supposed to use? See, for adults, I do suggest that there's a particular brushing technique that is suggested. But in children, the brushing technique that is suggested is a simple to and fro brushing stroke. A simple horizontal left and right brushing stroke is all that you need in your child, because, as I've mentioned already, The tooth surface of your child is relatively flat, so just this plain motion will help in removing the debris off the surface of the child. So that's it. Thank you. I hope it was informative and you found it useful too. Take care.